So in the name of Almighty Allah, today we have to discuss about rectal route. We have started a series of lectures on intravenous, intramuscular, inhalational, transdermal, topical, rectal and many more routes. Out of all of these, our topic today of discussion is rectal route. So rectal route means any drug which has to be taken by rectum or rectal route. So rectal route has advantages in certain conditions and there's as well as some disadvantages. So we have to first of all look to the advantages of rectal route. So the most important use of rectal route in case of vomiting. If suppose a person or children or baby is vomiting or a drug have a bitter taste or a drug is unpleasant to the body or to the mind, or a patient is allergic to drug, or they feel fear from drug, or they don't want to get intake of drug. So in that condition, the suitable route for drug ingestion is rectal route. They have also advantage in motion sickness and in migraine condition. If suppose a person is taking drug by oral route and they didn't vomit those medication, so it's best to take drug by rectal route. Next one is suitable when patient cannot swallow a drug and cooperation is lacking. If a patient or person is not cooperating, so in that condition rectal route is the best choice. Next one is if a patient cannot swallow, if for old age patient and they have difficulty to swallow drug, to intake drug, so for in that condition you have to follow rectal route. Next one is used for local effects. Every route has some advantages as well as disadvantages. Enteral route have advantages but they have also disadvantages, just like harsh environment of GIT, first pass metabolism. So that's why the drug in body wholly solely circulate, or we can say in total body the drug which taken by oral route is circulated. So that's why we have to be targeted, we have to take in certain condition the drug which show effect in locally, or they show local effects. So this route is also suitable for local action, just like in condition of colitis. Colitis mean inflammation of colon. Colon is basically the part of large intestine. If there is inflammation, if there is swelling or some other disease condition, ulcer, so in that case you have to take drug for local action to be targeted. So in that case rectal route is the best option. Next one is used for bowel evacuation. In certain condition, if a patient or person have constipation, severe constipation, and they feel difficulty to evacuate the bowel, so if they are taken drugs by oral route and they are showing no benefit, so in certain condition you have to go for rectal route. You have to rectally insert laxative drugs and then they definitely will show their action and they will ease the bowel movement. Next one is prevention of drug by intestinal enzyme and low stomach pH. If you have to take drug by oral route, so they have to go to stomach first of all and then to intestine. So through intestinal enzyme and some stomach enzyme and gastric juices, drug will be somewhat destroyed or somewhat shall be affected. But if you take drug for local action or local effects, or you take drug by a rectal route, so this is advantageous because maximum drug will be available. Next one is note. This point or this topic I have taken from Lippincott book. So in Lippincott book, this point has written that the rectal route is commonly used to administer anti-emetic drugs. Anti-emetic medication are those medications which are used to treat MSs, are used in vomiting. So this route is best in vomiting. If a patient is vomiting, so you have to take you have to go for option of rectal route. So this route is best option for anti-emetic medication. Next is disadvantages. So absorption often erratic and incomplete. This is more disadvantageous in the rectal route that uniform absorption is not take place because absorption is erratic, turbulent, or not uniform absorption take place. Next one is develop irritate the gastric mucosa by repeated use. If you take develop, if you are doing the repetition of develop by rectal route, so the anal mucosa, the rectal mucosa will be irritated and there will be problem. Next one is psychological and that the patient feel embarrassed. Some patients are feeling embarrassed due to culture taboos and they feel psychological, shameful or non-cooperative. So that's why this is the point. So rectal route have some advantages in certain condition but we have to look to the advantageous side because this route is suitable in severe cases of constipation and they are useful. This route is useful for the evacuation of bowel or to administer drug by this route, so there will be ease in removal of fecal matter. So this is all about rectal route. Thanks for attention.